It's the 16th of December 2025. There's been lots of good AI videos coming out all about silver. Now, I always say be careful what you believe. But I tell you what, there were some things I was very careful to believe it. You know, the way they talked about the Samsung executives going over to South America and locking in a price of like $30 above spot to try and buy silver for these new solid state battery tech, which is going to be taking the world by storm. I thought, well, take that with a pinch of salt. But no, it's confirmed. Big Swear has confirmed it. It is confirmed that that story was a true story. Now that is incredible when you think about that. The price on the COMEX, or the spot price, the paper price, the fix, as it were, the fake spot price, is about $64 as I'm filming this. $63, $64. But the Samsung execs are so desperate for a lot of silver now for their technology, they're paying $30 above that. And they're locking that in now, and I think they're very clever because they're buying silver that hasn't been mined yet. So when it is mined and the silver's delivered that they've paid for already, I reckon the price will be way higher than that. Way higher. So what's some takeaway points? If you can buy silver now, whatever you can get it, I think it's in pounds. You know, you can't really get for less than £70. If you can get an ounce of silver for less than £70, you're doing well. I've seen people try and buy it for about 60 something. And there was some, you know, people who haven't realised what's going on are selling silver for like less than £70 per ounce, which is something they will regret. But I'm still trying to buy. A lot of people are messaging me, where can I buy from? Look, it takes effort. Most places say they've sold out or they're awaiting stock. It takes effort, but eBay is a good choice. Be very careful with eBay. Don't just think, oh, they've got a lot of feedback, they've been selling loads of silver, I can trust them. You can't trust anyone. You cannot trust bullion by post. You cannot trust the most the best reputation dealer with decades of experience. You can't trust them. Trust silver. You know, whoever you buy from, you have to trust silver. Test it. You know, learn how to test it. Kiki, come on, Kiki. Let's go this way. Come on, Kiki. Good girl. So yeah, nothing wrong with buying off eBay as long as you test it. Test your silver. Keep stacking. You know, I've been stacking for a long time now. I haven't stopped. I think it would be foolish to be selling now. The price is going to be way higher in the future. If you haven't got much silver, really do your best. Make sacrifices. Sell things if you can. Try and stack now. Now's the time to really stack a lot of silver. By 2026, silver's going to be in the hundreds of pounds per ounce. I'm in the UK, so let's talk in pounds. Silver will be hundreds of pounds per ounce in 2026. And I think in 2027, if the banking system hasn't completely collapsed, if it hasn't, if the pound and the dollar are still around and they're still used to measure things, silver will be thousands of dollars per ounce. And in pounds, euros, again, thousands of euros or thousands of pounds for 1 ounce. I'm going to stick by that if the pound and the dollar and the euro haven't collapsed yet. But I think there's a very high chance they will be no longer around in their present form. They will be the digital euro, which will be different. It's, the old system's collapsed. We're talking about a whole new central bank currency system. There'll be the digital pounds, Britcoin, B-R-I-T. Sounds like Bitcoin, but with an R in it. It will be the Britcoin, and whether it's the Fed coin or whatever it's called, some kind of American. The old systems will have collapsed. The banking systems will have collapsed. They'll have defaulted in all their obligations. The derivative bomb is just too big. The derivative bomb is not tens of trillions, it's hundreds of trillions. In fact, if you count, it could be quadrillions now. The debt and derivative bomb is in the quadrillions, and it is expanding exponentially. It is unsustainable. It will not be sustained. The only question is how much longer will it be sustained? I'm saying 2027 at the absolute latest. I've said that for a long time. 26, 27. I don't think it'll go until 2028. So this is huge now. If I'm right, I'm talking about the banking system will be gone. Your checking account, your current account, it will be gone. Your credit card, that will be gone. How will you pay your bills? How will you balance you've got your income and your housing costs? How will it all work? They want it all to go over to the new system, central bank digital currency system. We know it's coming with the euro. It's been announced. It's going ahead. 2026, 27. It's going ahead. The banks will not be used anymore. They'll be gone. Your bank account will be on your cell phone. It'll be a government official account. You'll need a digital ID. You'll need it, or you won't get one. And they'll give you a UBI. They'll give you these, because there's no limit how many can be created. These new digital currencies, we don't know how many are in supply. They can create 1 billion every minute if they wanted to. And they can just give everybody, like say 200, every citizen, everyone who goes along with the program, they'll give you 200 units every week or whatever it is. And you can earn what you like on top of that. Your wages will be paid in that. You'll pay your tax in that. You'll buy your food with that. That's what they want. They want to go over to a new system. They want a soft landing. The old dollar, pound, euro, yen, they'll all be gone. That will collapse. But they want a smooth transition. To start with, it'll work one-to-one. Let's take Britain. Let's talk about Britain now. It'll be similar in all parts of the world. So, at the moment, we're using the pound. Pound sterling is the currency we're using. They'll bring in the digital pound, the Bitcoin, and it'll be one-to-one. You can either pay in the old pound sterling or the new Bitcoins. They'll be interchangeable, one-to-one ratio. And you'll be getting this given account, and then slowly, it'll be staggered. Your wages will be paid in, or your income will be paid in digital pounds. And the old pound will slowly be discouraged. Slowly discourage that, and discourage the use of cash. And then slowly, everyone's 90% of the transactions will all use the new digital pound. Now that wipes away all their problems. All the derivative debt problem will all be wiped away. How will it work with your own personal debt? Your mortgage. Everyone's got a mortgage. Everyone's got personal debt, credit card debt. Oh, they'll revalue that to the new digital pound. If you owed this many pounds sterling, now you'll owe this many digital pounds, Bitcoins. And the interest rate, and it'll all just be carried over. But their debt and derivatives, the banks, no, wiped away. Very clever. I'd say very sinister. Cunning, I'd say. This is happening over the next few years. In Europe, Europe seems to be the first one to have released more information about it, and you can look this up. I'm not making this up. Your digital account can only have 3,000 units in it. 3,000 central bank digital currency units, crypto units. If it goes over 3,000, you haven't spent it, it automatically gets put into their government savings account. And then if you're 3,000, you're spending, it goes down, you can take out of your government savings account and put it back up to 3,000 again. So you can't do any transactions more than 3,000. Well, what if you want to buy a house or something? Well, there'll be special things like if a large transaction, you have to get it all approved, and you can actually stagger it. Take funds out of your government account, 3,000, and you have to pay for it in 3,000 amounts, lots. It's like ultimate control. So that's going to happen over the next few years. They're going to slowly want you to go over to the Bitcoins in the UK. And all other countries, they'll have it. They're all doing it. They're all slowly going over. The old system will be gone. Where does silver come in? Well, it forces people to use silver. Now, they want to get rid of cash. When you go over to the central bank digital currency systems, they'll get rid of cash. We're a cashless system. Wonderful. Every single transaction is on the online ledger. Governments can see. Big business can see. Prying eyes can see everything you're doing. What if you want to transact privately, anonymously, and you don't want anybody to know? Well, there's no way of doing it. Cash is gone. There's no way of doing that. Is that right? What if you want to use silver or copper? You go to somebody who's offering goods or services for sale. And you say, I'm interested in purchasing your goods and services that you've got for sale. I would like to offer you this many grams of silver and copper. Or gold. This is the trimetallic standard. gold, silver, copper. And they say, okay, I want this many grams of one of the monetary metals. And you say, that's a bit much. I'll offer you this much. No, that's too low. Okay, let's meet in the middle. Okay. And you negotiate. I'm just going to get under this tree. So you negotiate and you work out a deal. You physically hand over this many grams of monetary metal. And they will give you the goods or services you want, whatever that was. That is private and anonymous. And I'm saying that the central bank digital currency systems that they're forcing on us to go cashless are propelling the monetary metals to the forefront for private and anonymous transactions. How can they stop that? Well, they could make it illegal, and they probably will. It is illegal to transact privately using monetary precious metals. Could they really make it illegal to do barter? You know, I'm swapping my goods for your goods. It doesn't get put on the central bank digital currency blockchain or ledger. They can't really make that illegal. How could they enforce that? If a child at school says, I like your pencil case, I'll swap you this for your pencil case. Oh, that's illegal, that's barter. You've got to do it through the government app on there. No, don't be stupid. Even if they try to make it illegal, they cannot stop it. I think it will drive it underground and it will make it black market, but we will call it the free market. And if you go to a farmer or a fisherman, a producer of goods or services, you know, you want to get your vehicle fixed and the mechanic can fix it. I don't want to pay for it with central bank digital currency units. I want to pay for it with barter. You know, goods and services, you could swap that, but it's always hard to find the coincidence of once we both feel they've had good value. Silver, gold and copper are universally recognized mediums of exchange. Have been for thousands of years, and they will be for thousands of years. I love sci-fi. Look at some of the science fiction